Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm doing a 7-round mock draft for the Cincinnati Bengals. So, let's get started. Bengals first are picking at 5th overall. Let's see, Justin Fields, Penei Sewell. Okay, well crap. So, I think Penei Sewell could fall to the Bengals at 5. Trading down is certainly a good option. 25, 33, 45. No, I'm good. Move down one pick, get a second next year. I would do this, but I'm not going to do any trades in this video, I don't think. Bengals at 5. Penei Sewell's off the board, but just because Penei Sewell's gone, I still think protecting Joe Burrow should be priority number 1. With that, take the next best tackle available, Rashawn Slater, out of Northwestern. A lot of NFL scouts are actually very, very high on him. So, I think it's very, very important that Cincinnati does something to protect Joe Burrow with that first pick. Receiver could be good, but I think got to protect Joe Burrow. We don't want him tearing his ACL again. So I think get a good offensive tackle to help ensure Joe Burrow can stay healthy for a very, very long time. So now going into the second round, we will be picking at pick 38. Let's see, what position can we go here? So again, we're not going to do any trades. This is tough. Okay, so cornerback could be very good. We could go corner. We don't need to go another tackle because the Bengals did just sign Brett Schreif, I believe his name was, or Brad Schreif. So maybe they don't go tackle in the first round, but I think they should. Defensive tackle, they did just cut Geno Atkins. So maybe Levi Onwuzurike could be a really good idea. I feel like the Bengals are a team that always needs cornerback, so maybe Greg Newsome could be a good idea. But honestly, I know they have Drew Sample. They really need a good tight end. Okay. All right, well, we just got to add. Sorry. We could go tight end, honestly, with Pat Freiermuth. I honestly really like that idea. I'm going to go tight end Pat Freiermuth for the Cincinnati Bengals. To help Joe Burrow, we got a good offensive tackle, but you know what? Let's go out and get him a tight end who some are comparing to the baby Gronk, as they call him. Let's go out and get a good tight end for Joe Burrow. You can have T. Higgins, you could have Pat Freiermuth, and if all things go well, let's see if there's a good wide receiver available with our next pick here at pick 69. Nice. Let's see what we got. I'm not going to be making that trade. All good. Okay. I said I wanted to take a wide receiver. Elijah Moore still on the board. I think Elijah Moore would be a very good pick. We could go Amari Rodgers. We could go Tylan Wallace. Interesting. We do have other needs besides wide receiver, but I like the idea of going Elijah Moore. AJ Green did leave Cincinnati as well. So we want to get T. Higgins a little help as well. So now we have a tackle, a tight end, and a wide receiver. So now, as we go into round 4, we can take whatever we want because I think we addressed the 3 biggest needs of the Bengals so far. So, let's see. We're all done for the 4th round, or for the 3rd round. Kind of just watching the board, seeing if any players are falling, because Amari Rodgers is still there. And he goes the second I say that. Okay, you cannot make that up. Do the Browns have our pick? Oh, no, we're up. Okay. I was like, that's weird. Pick 111. James Hudson, offensive tackle out of Cincinnati. I'm thinking about just because he's from Cincinnati. This is tough. All right, so we don't need to go tight end again because we just took Freiermuth. Is there any good? We could go edge, but I don't know if edge is that big of a concern. Oza Adigizawua. We could go him. It's a possibility. Or yeah, Bingo. Although that is a good value for an edge rusher, though. That would be good value. We have Schreif, Rashawn Slater, who we just drafted. Could he go some interior offensive line? You know what? I'm going to take it. Deo Audio Bingo. He fell to us. Edge rusher. Let's take advantage of that. Let's take advantage of a good situation, and we will draft him here. Get some good edge presence for the Cincinnati Bengals. So now we're coming up to the 5th round. Again, I think we filled all of our needs so far. So now we're kind of just looking at how is the draft falling? Because the one problem with this being a simulation is that we don't know how the draft is going to go, except for the players I pick. So it's kind of just seeing what happens and seeing where we want to go, which honestly it kind of makes it more fun because it's kind of like real life. We really don't know what the GMs are going to do. We have an idea, but we don't know. So I think it's pretty interesting. Pick 149. Okay, we just went edge. Do we want to go Darius Williams cornerback? We could do that. We could go Drake Jackson center as well. I don't know if Cincinnati needs a center. I'm trying to think. I know they have Jonah Williams, but that's all I can think of. I don't know if they have a center. So Drake Jackson's not a bad idea. Darius Williams cornerback I think is not a bad idea either, though. Actually, you know what? I kind of like that idea. Let's go cornerback, Darius Williams. I'm going to talk myself into it. So we just went cornerback. So far, quick recap, we've drafted a tackle, a tight end, a wide receiver, a edge rusher because he fell to us, and we have just taken a cornerback. So while the 3 first picks were offensive heavy, we have now gone to back-to-back defensive players. So now, what will we do with the next pick? Well, that depends who's on the board. Because I think once you hit this 5th, 6th, 7th round, it's kind of just who's on the board, who do you like, what do you want to do. There really isn't too much all right, we're going for need. Now it's kind of let's see what we want to do. Jimmy Morrissey is here. I think that could be a very, very good fit. Jimmy Morrissey, I think, could be very, very, very good. I don't know who their center is, I won't lie, but I'm going to go Jimmy Morrissey. Worst comes to worst, you have a backup center. You could cut the current one if he's not good, or you just trade away Morrissey in a year or two. I think Jimmy Morrissey, especially this late in the draft, is a great value. So now we are going to be simming, I believe, till... Oh, we're up. All right, 202. You know what? I kind of like the idea of maybe going Anthony Schwartz here and double dipping at wide receiver. It would kind of suck because I am a Patriots fan and I want Anthony Schwartz to go to the Patriots. I think it'd be a great fit. Jonathan Marshall, 221. It might be a little bit of a stretch to take him, to be honest. Edge we did, linebacker. Cornerback we could, 202 is kind of a stretch. Let's go Anthony Schwartz. Anthony Schwartz is here. He fell to us. Get Joe Burrow another target. Auburn. So LSU probably has played Auburn before, so they probably see Schwartz a little bit. So he could be a good potential player. Get another wide receiver. They lost A.J. Green. We drafted... we did not get Rashad Bateman. We got Elijah Moore. So we have Elijah Moore, Anthony Schwartz, 2 good rookie wide receivers. How about Joe Burrow a little bit? And now we are up at 235. So you're going to fall. 1 pick before. All right, well, we waited a long time. We're finally going to get our defensive tackle. We're going to go Mustafa Johnson out of Colorado. I think this would be a very, very good pick. I think we've addressed offense and offensive line and receiver far enough in this draft. So we're going to go defensive tackle, round out the draft with a defensive pick. So if I'm correct, that should be it for picks for the Bengals. I don't remember the Bengals having a late 7th round pick. Yep, that's it. Okay, this is the draft. We decided to go Rashawn Slater at pick number 5 only because Penei Sewell was off the board. I think this first pick for the Bengals should be an offensive lineman, and Rashawn Slater was the best on the board. Pick 38, we decided to go Pat Freiermuth, tight end Penn State, get the baby growing for Joe Burrow, get him some help. Pick 69, the 3rd round, the great value in my opinion, Elijah Moore. Very good player, very, very fast. Pick 111, we go Dayu Adeyabingo, edge rusher out of Vanderbilt. He fell to us in the draft, very good value, hard to pass up on. 149, go cornerback Darius Williams out of Oklahoma State. 190, Jimmy Morrissey, center out of Pitt, who I think has a lot of potential. 202, Anthony Schwartz, wide receiver out of Auburn, who I personally think is a steal at that pick. And Mustafa Johnson, defensive tackle out of Colorado, 235 to round out the 7th round. That's going to do it for today's draft video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel so you always get notified when I post a new one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.